So last time I was talking about my Lego city, I'd built a big block of tables and it was just sort of all congregated around the centre with a train track going around it. And I'd just like to thank everyone for all of your really great suggestions. It's been very helpful and it's definitely informed what I want to do now. And I have already done some things. It's kind of in a transition at the moment, but here's how it looks right now. So what I've done is I've moved the tables to the edge of the room. It's given me a lot more space. I was a little bit wary of this idea originally, but now I've really warmed to it. It just means that everything is within reach. I can easily change and modify bits and pieces. And you're probably wondering, where is the train track? And the answer to that right now is I don't know. Originally, I was going to have it raised above, but that might obscure the building. So now I want to actually raise all of the buildings and have a kind of underground section. The only issue is, and I wonder if anyone can help me with this, with suggestions, but these tables aren't actually wide enough for a track to circle all the way around, which is what I would kind of need for it to work. So I'm going to do a sort of semi-tour of how things are looking at the moment. We've got the diner, and here's the corner garage, which I bought recently. And I've actually put together a little town square type thing. Most of the people here that you see are people that exist. Let me know if you recognize any of them. I'm actually really happy with how these bollards have come out. They're just on these little 1x2 grey jumper plates, but I think they're very effective. I think it finishes the whole thing off. And you can see there's a lot of exposed studs along here and around here in general where I just need to fill in. But these things are expensive. So obviously you've noticed all of these road plates are new. I was considering maybe building my own, but that would take a very long time and might not look great. As well as that, all of these modular buildings are built on these base plates rather than regular plates, and building a road alongside it might not integrate as well. And again, there are ways around that. I can replace a base plate with a regular plate, but it might end up being very expensive. Well, more expensive than it currently is. I've also built these traffic lights that go around the corners, a bit more American in style, but I just had fun building them. And I've introduced a little bit of vegetation as well. So obviously you have these plants that come with the modulars, but I've also added a few kind of classic trees, a flower pot here, which I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And along here, I've actually built a little mini tree, which is made with upside down leaves. Over in the corner here, I've got quite a big tree that I've made, which I'm really happy with how it turned out, although I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be putting it yet, so it's just sort of tucked away in the corner there for now. As well as this, I've built this little bus stop to sympathise with all the other people that have to suffer through public transport like I do, and some jumper plates ready for all the people that are going to be waiting for the bus that never turns up. I've used this base plate here to create a little construction site scene. It might be that further down the line I add a building here, either from the modulars or one that I've designed myself. There's also a space here for a building to go, and space here for half a building because of the space that Assembly Square takes up. So suggestions welcome for what could go in these gaps. I'm happy / very trepidatious to try doing something of my own because I'm a bit of a novice and it could go either way. I've had quite a few failed attempts at modular buildings before because I have a lot of pieces, but maybe not necessarily the kind of ones that I need. My priority at the moment is just filling in the rest of these studs. So like everything here, I want 2x2 dark grey tiles. There's a few like spots there as well. And doing something about these plant sections to make them a bit more interesting. You know, I've just put the classic trees in there for now just to kind of complete the scene, make it look a little bit more coherent, but that might not be a permanent feature. We'll see. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to speak to you soon with another update. And also, thanks in advance for any good suggestions.